Everyone, this is Glen Warren, founder and executive director of Fathers Forever. I want to share an alarming reality with you. 627,000 fathers are incarcerated that have kids under 18. Now, there are 56,000 moms incarcerated who have kids under 18. The reality is there are so many more fathers incarcerated than moms. This is why I Am a Father Forever book exists. Now, I need your help. I am inviting you to help us get this book into as many fathers incarcerated as possible. Here's how it works. For your donation of $22, we will provide a book to an incarcerated father. Thank you in advance for helping Fathers Forever heal fathers and save families. Well, we're live, James.
Yes, we are, Mr. Glenn. We want to welcome all of our viewers to our Thursday broadcast. It is Thursday, the 18th, and 2022. We're live.
2022, we're live.
And we're moving right on through
August. Yes, we're at the mid part of August.
It was a hot August.
Yes, but it's kind of cooling down. Real good.
This week was pleasant, very pleasant.
Yes.
And I'm thankful for a change in the temperature. But
yes, I think we got still a few more hot days that we're gonna.
She just playing with us right now. It's coming.
Fall is coming, but not too soon.
Yeah, we don't want to rush things.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, we welcome our viewers.
Once again,
we want you to like us and share this broadcast as many of your friends as possible.
Yes.
And certainly go to YouTube. And for our viewers there, please please subscribe to our channel and also click on the bell for the notification. And you can share that link as well.
Yes.
But either way, we want you to engage with us. We want your friends to engage with us. Because what we're talking about is men and women being present in the lives of their children. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
So do that for us. We greatly appreciate it. And last but not least, though, for our viewers, we want you to put something in the chat. Let us know you're there.
Yes.
How about that, Glenn?
Yeah. Mr. Robert Ashburn, we said hello. Yes, he definitely put something in the chat.
Yeah, he beat me to it.
He beat you to it?
But put something in the chat. Just say hi.
Yes.
H-I.
H-I.
With an exclamation mark.
Let us know. We're getting feedback, James, almost every week. People say, I listen to your broadcast, and that's good. I want you to do it, but let us know that you listen to it.
This is a shout out to my cousin who told me the same thing. I haven't seen him recently, but when he gets off of vacation, he's going to come back to Raleigh. And,
cool.
And I want to hook up with you. But Daniel Walker is giving you a shout out from our home here in Raleigh and our Fathers Forever studio.
Yes, our studio.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. We got some great news, James, I think.
Okay.
We're going to be moving our broadcast from Thursday afternoon at 2 o'clock to Thursday night at 8 o'clock.
Really?
I started, in fact, this is the last week. Yeah. We're going to be doing this at 2 o'clock on Thursday.
Wow.
We moved it to 8 o'clock on Thursday night.
All aboard, right?
All aboard, yeah. So we want to get some, perhaps some more participation. A lot of people may be working on the daytime, so we want to move that back to nighttime to see, how that's going to work out.
We want to include, because we know you're probably at work.
Yes.
And if you're like any other office, you can't have your phone. On and
are you working on your outdoor stuff, meeting with clients, other customers or whatever? Yeah. So we're going to move it to Thursday night, starting this coming Thursday, and that's 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Absolutely.
Just in case we have some people on the West Coast who's watching us at 8 o'clock. Yep, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
There we go.
And we got another one we're going to be starting. It's going to be like a Facebook thing. We're going to be starting that up probably the next month or so. We've been talking about that for a while.
Yes.
It's going to be doing a lot of co-ed comments and talk about different topics,
Mhm.
not co-ed, but co-parenting.
Co-parenting,
Yeah.
yes. But we want to include our women audience, our women who are among our audience. This is time for you.
Yes.
We've been asked to do this for quite some time now.
Yes.
And so we are putting the final pieces together to start this group,
Yes.
which will be for men and women with children. Um, and Robert says,
Good idea to move to the time slot. Thank
move
you.
the time slot.
Yes. Thank you very much. So we really appreciate your input on that. And so
And that's what wisdom is about.
that's what we
We want to make sure
yes.
we are more effective, as effective as we can be.
Yeah. And as we talk about the Facebook group and the co-ed, I keep saying co-ed,
Mhm.
the co-parenting group,
Mhm.
we need a name for that. So if anybody got any ideas, what name we should call that, and we can give you more information about it.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a group that we're going to be talking to both men and women about co-parenting. And we're going to be using one of the books as a guide, When Love is Not Enough, The Breaking of a Child.
I'll hold it for
We're going to be using that book.
I'll bring it closer.
We're going to be using that book to kind of facilitate some discussions about co-parenting, what that looks like for both men and women, and how we have to do that together if we're going to be effective co-parenting.
So this won't be a bashing.
There won't be a bashing thing. We're going to be talking about different issues, men issues, women issues that both are having. Some women have issues, some men have issues about co-parenting, and we will try to help people kind of find out ways to better co-parent.
So we're going to bridge some of this.
We're going to bridge some of this discussion, give people a place to, to talk about some of the issues that they have, and we're going to try to find out some solutions and maybe help people out. But I think we're going to be talking about stuff like that today is wisdom. Sometimes wisdom really come from each other, come from ourselves, but it comes from other people.
Right.
How do you deal with this situation?
Right.
In a rightful way, without being bitter and angry, and just some practical wisdom. So we're going to be talking about. I'm really excited about this group.
So let's not make. I want to make sure everybody's clear. Our Thursday live at 2:00 is moving to Thursday at 8 p.m.
Yes.
And we encourage all of our viewers to pass that word out and pass it around. It'll be on our pages, but at the same time, it will happen next week. So we want you to be there or be square.
Yes. Yes.
All right. And so that's going to take us into our next topic.
Yes. Our next
topic.
topic.
Yeah. And definitely, if you have a good name, or if you have a name that you'd like to suggest for this mixed group, it's men and women, please submit it to us either on our chat right now or hit us up on our website at the afatherforever.com. Go to the bottom and where it says info or something to that effect and leave your comments there. Yeah. We will certainly entertain them, and we want to be able to launch it real soon.
Yes, that's going to be the new
launch
group.
That name,
That's going to be the name of the new group that we're going to be doing.
Right, and we will launch it. Give everybody ahead of time some time to do it. It's not this. It's not next Thursday though.
No, next.
But we want you to be ready and come with all of your energy.
With the new one,
we want that energy. Yes. So bring it on.
Yes.
So today we're going to talk about strength, courage, and wisdom.
Wow.
And I like that. There's a song by NDRE. She sings, and that's the title of it.
Oh, really?
That's the title.
Okay.
I wish I could play it, but you know how Facebook is. They don't
own the rights to that music.
They're not going to let us do it, but we can talk about it.
We can talk about it.
We can talk about it.
Yeah.
So we are looking at these are some ingredients for identifying talents and gifts within yourself, within your children. So Dr. Glen, I'm going to ask you a question. There's a quote that you have in the book.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
There's a quote of I am a father forever.
Yeah.
And I think our production team has it. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
And,
Yes.
and if you want, I'll read it.
Yeah.
But I want you to comment on what
Okay.
were you thinking when you wrote that?
All right.
All right. So it reads, if we are all born with gifts and talents in us, then it's within ourselves to pursue them. What does that mean?
So there's two parts of this,
Okay.
and I put it out there. Maybe that's why I say if, and I think we all are.
Okay.
But perhaps people don't think that. So personally, I think we are all born with gifts and talent within us.
Okay.
That's my personal belief.
Right.
But just in case some people don't believe that,
Mhm.
that's why I put the word if, because
Okay.
I didn't want to be as a matter of fact,
Mhm.
because I believe that, but other people may not believe that. But if we do have it, that's the first question. Then the second part is it's within us to pursue it.
Mhm.
What does that mean? That means if I got a talent, I didn't just get it God just didn't give it to me.
Mhm.
He just gave it to me, but not to do nothing with.
Right.
I have to take that gift and that talent, and I have to pursue it.
Okay.
I have to look into it and find out what am I gifted with, and start practicing it, and start doing it. Gifts and talent is one of the classes that we teach, and actually we teach this class 2 times.
Right.
Part 1 and part 2.
Yes.
Because the father's responsibility, I think, in my opinion, is for fathers and moms, but for dads as well, to look at the child and begin to help this child identify the gift that he have, and then to help pull it out of him.
Okay.
Expose him to different things that's going to help that gift.
Right.
Whether it's be playing basketball and you sending him to all kind of basketball camps because you see his ability to run, or jump, and catch a ball, and so he loves to do it.
Yes.
So start pursuing that with your kids, with your son or your daughter. If it's music, and he likes to play music, now you start giving him music lessons.
Yes.
That they enhance that. And so that's our kids. But look at ourselves.
Yes.
We all have gifts and talent, and there's a chance that the same gifts and talents in you could very well be in your child.
But I think we sometimes think that we don't have any.
Yes. Sometimes we don't, because we're not a Michael Jordan, we're not a Magic Johnson, we're not a Tiger Woods, we're not Oprah Winfrey, we're not whatever
those
people. They are special, and God made them special, and they're over here, and we're over here.
Right.
That's not true at all. It's that those people decided to do something with it, and sometimes we don't do anything with it, even though we are gifted. Man, have you ever seen, guy playing basketball off the court? I mean, not professional. Yeah. Growing up, this guy can jump, can slam, can play, and he's not. Or this person, you hear them sing. It's like, man, this guy, this lady, this girl, this. And what are they doing with it?
And they're not doing it professionally. They're just singing.
They're just singing. It's like, why don't you do something with that gift, that talent? Right. We all watch people in our lives that say, man, I wish I had that gift, that talent. But you may not have that one, but you do have one.
Right.
And then at the point, we have to find out what that is.
Okay. So that brings us to our subject then, strength, courage, and wisdom. And I think these are ingredients for such to have a talent. So where do we get strength then?
I mean, obviously,
how do we get strength?
We draw from one another. It can come from God, but also we draw from one another. We draw from one another. That's why the question I ask guys all the time: what is the difference between confidence and courage?
And Glenn, I'm gonna shoot it back to you. What is the difference?
There's a difference.
It looks like they're one and the same.
Some people think that, but they're not.
All right.
Confidence is knowing. I know that I can do something. Or I know something. I know this chair can hold me up.
Okay.
So when I sit down, I don't think about falling, because I know this chair can hold me up. That's the confidence. That is actually knowing. Courage is not necessarily knowing. Courage is doing.
Okay.
So if you know something, that you got gifts and talents and all that good stuff, and you don't do anything with it, maybe because you lack the courage. Oh. So you need both confidence and the courage.
Yes.
And you talk about the strength part. All that plays in that. Because if I know the strength of this chair is going to hold me up when I sit down, I don't have to least. Have you ever walked into a building and you see something, you start to sit down, and the chair kind of flimsy? You're like, oh no, I don't know if I want to sit down there, because that chair is too weak.
Right.
It's not gonna hold you up, and you don't want to fall, so you pick another chair.
I got a good question then. What is procrastination, and how does it relate to gifts and talents? I mean, I think you've answered it, but I'm going to nail it in terms of what is procrastination, and how does it relate to gifts and talents?
Well, because we all know what the word procrastination means. It's keep kicking the can down the road. Keep saying, I'm going to do this today, I'm going to do this tomorrow. And we never do it.
I'm good.
We you know,
I'm good at that.
and we all are. We all are. And so we just keep procrastinating. One day I'm going to do this. It's like we used to say, I'm fitting to do something.
Yeah.
Those are the old words that some of y'all.
But you're not doing it right now. But I'm going.
I'm fitting to do it.
Yeah, I'm going.
Are you down the road? Are you still fitting? Are you still trying to do it? Are you still talking about doing it? And because if you want to do it, you know you can do it. So you got the knowing.
Right.
You know I could do that.
Right.
Whatever it is. If it's to lose 10 pounds, I know I can lose 10 pounds. I'm thinking to myself right now. I know I can lose 10 pounds, but I know
I'll take it.
You know what I'm saying? I haven't done done the work to make the 10 pound go away.
Right.
So knowing I want to do something and I know how to do it is different from actually doing it.
Right.
And that's where people get kind of stuck in. They get stuck in the knowing and they never do the doing.
Wow. Okay. So it's an active.
It's an active.
Courage equals being active.
Exactly. And
pursuing.
And procrastination means I'm just keep saying I'm doing it.
I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna sit here in this chair.
I'm gonna do it. I'll start working out tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll start working out next week.
Right.
Next month I'm starting my rigid. Whatever it is.
And we can be all hyped about it too.
Be all hyped about it.
And sell that
to
someone. But then the next week comes.
One of my mentors told me all the time, the difference is in the doing.
Yeah.
The difference is in the doing. Right. Talking about it all day long is not going to make it happen.
Okay, so I can recall of a certain Bible character, and I think you all know the story, our viewers. And if you don't, I'm just going to touch on it just a little. But King David had a son, and his name was Solomon. And Solomon was told by his father that you're going to succeed me on my throne. You're going to rule this people that I'm king over right now.
Right.
And one day that happened. King David died, and Solomon became king of Israel, Judah. And that then was a dilemma in his eyes because he didn't know what to do. He was a young guy. I mean, really young. I don't know what I would do if someone told me, okay, James, at let's say 20 years old, you get to run the United States. You're going to be the president right now. I wouldn't know where to start. I wouldn't know to start.
And probably he didn't either.
Right. So what, and I'm going to throw you on the spot. What do you think Solomon did?
Solomon asked for the most important thing he could have asked for.
Okay.
He asked God for wisdom.
Right.
God, how do I do this? I am green as a gourd. I don't know, have idea how to rule these people. How to be a king. I don't know how. So God, what I need for you to do is give me wisdom. And God said, because you asked for this, because you asked for wisdom, I'm gonna give it to you. And we all know Solomon was one of the wisest men that ever lived because he asked for wisdom.
Right. And but I think we can give credit to David, King David also.
Yes.
Because he instilled that ability to talk to God for himself.
Yes.
He presented God in a way that it became his father also.
Yes.
And that he didn't have to do this alone.
Right.
This alone.
Yes.
And so we know some of the big things that he did. He built the temple.
Yes.
That they worshiped him.
Yes.
So wisdom can come from God then, and it can come from our parents.
Yes, it comes from people around us. That's why it's good to have people around you that's seasoned, that can help you, make decisions that's going to be wise instead of foolish.
Right. And I like what another thing we tell our students in class about when
The student is ready.
yes,
The teacher will appear.
right,
Yes.
right,
Yes.
and that is true though.
Yes. That is an old Chinese proverb that goes forever. So it's like
true.
providence. It's like
Mhm.
whenever we need something, God will always put stuff in our place.
Right.
To help help us get to the next point, whether it be a person that give us wisdom
Mhm.
or a situation that presents itself that we can glean from. So those are my personal beliefs. That's why we talked about strength and we
Mhm.
talked about courage,
Mhm.
because and wisdom,
Mhm.
and then the courage is when you get the wisdom. Now,
Right.
what are you going to do with it?
Right. Right.
Do you sit on it or do you really put it to practice
Mhm.
and be be out there doing what you.
Mhm.
So when you look down to gifts and talents, sometimes when we get 70, 60, 70 years old, we may be sitting on our
Keister.
keister, but also sitting on our on the seat of regret
Oh yeah, absolutely.
because we realize, man,
Yeah.
I'm 60 years old, I'm 70 years old.
Mhm.
I don't have a whole lot to show for myself
Mhm.
because the opportunity that I should have taken advantage of
Right.
and done,
Right.
I just kind of squandered it.
Yeah.
My gifts and talents that I knew I had, but I never did anything with.
So that brings me to another point. Then it's something we teach also in our class: integrity
Yes.
and how someone can tarnish their integrity,
Their character,
their character. Yeah.
their character can tarnish your integrity, and we've seen it
Mhm.
in so many politicians, and so many uh, pastors, and so
Mhm.
many
Stars. Yeah.
movie stars, because
Mhm.
their character
It's
got in the
flawed.
way. And one of the stories I wrote in Chat and Chew, James,
Mhm.
I talked about sweet over stink.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Your sweetness is being your gift or your talent.
Hmm.
The stink is your character flaws,
Okay.
and your character flaws now have actually corrupt your gifts and your talent.
Yes. Yes.
And sometimes character could be flawed, could be procrastination. You keep
Mhm.
saying I'm gonna do something and you never do it.
Right. Right.
Because
Or compromising your integrity.
compromise your integrity by, and then when we do sit on the seat of regret now, we're rocking because we could have done a whole lot with our lives
Mhm.
more than we did.
Yeah. But so we got a twofold. I don't want to call it a problem, but we have a twofold um, perspective that we need to follow. Not only do we pursue our own gifts and talents, but we have to pursue them inside of our children.
Exactly.
We have to do that.
Yes.
And I love the analogy we had this past week at the Hammond Road Detention Center.
Yes.
That's a beautiful class.
Man, those guys
are hungry.
It's like
They are hungry.
Yeah, it's like a sponge.
Mhm.
They are sitting on the
Yeah.
edge of their seat, taking in every word.
Right, and we even ran over
Yes.
this last
And they was still sitting there.
Tuesday.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. But you told them your children should not have to start from ground zero.
Exactly.
You want to elaborate?
We talked about legacy. We talked
Yes,
about
yes.
legacy means to stand on one's shoulders.
Mhm.
So my kids shouldn't have to start where I started. at.
Right, right.
They should start on my shoulders.
Yes.
Which means they're much So the wisdom for me as a father
Mhm.
is to teach my kids the ways of prosperity, the ways
Yes.
of righteousness, and apparently the ways of business,
Yes.
and give them the wisdom that I have, so they don't have to start where I started at. They can build on that.
Mhm. And we see it played out here
Yes,
every day because you have done that
yes,
and you're still doing it.
yes.
And they even down to your grandchildren,
Mm-hmm.
they even love their granddad.
Yes.
We get
my little babies.
Yeah, we get to witness that every day.
Don't mess with the babies, the little grandbabies.
But it was sobering thought to our men and sometimes to ourselves how we can't expect our children to succeed if we're putting them
Exactly.
behind the eight ball.
Yes.
Letting them start where we started from.
Yes. Or leaving them, abandoning them, and having somebody else raise them.
Absolutely.
That's what started.
Absolutely.
As a father, it's your responsibility to make sure your kids are getting the best
Mhm.
of you,
Right.
because their life is ahead of them.
Yes.
And you, as a father, God, is to make sure that life have purpose and they're going in the right direction. One quote I'm trying to get it right in my head. I heard it on Facebook.
Right.
He said, "If you spoil your kids, you're gonna raise your grandkids."
Oh.
If you spoil your kids,
yeah,
you're gonna raise your grandkids.
And I've seen that happen too.
Because you spoil your kids, and next thing you know, they're out doing irresponsible things, but they're having kids, and you're gonna end up raising them.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Well, look here. We are really ecstatic about some of the subjects that we're going to cover. We want this month to be a month filled with guest speakers.
Yes.
But we had to remember August is
a vacation month.
Yeah,
and a lot of people are on vacation and stuff. So we're going to get back to that.
Yeah, we will definitely
get back to
make good on that.
Yes.
We will. But we are happy to know that our viewers are engaged with us.
Yes.
We enjoy you being there, and like I said, don't wait to tell us on the street.
Yeah, that I saw you. Put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat.
Yeah, and also go back and watch.
Oh yeah,
go back and watch it. And I think there's a place you can put comments even when you watch it.
do that because we still can watch those stories as well as our views.
Yes.
Click like. If you can't do anything, at least like us.
Yes.
And that'll help us.
Yes.
We're still working towards driving our numbers for greater outreach.
Yes.
But we are going
So we talked about strength. Strength, courage, and wisdom. And we need both of them to be successful in our own personal lives, and also be successful in the lives of our kids.
All right.
Yeah. Yep. So I think we are getting ready to get to the end of it. I was trying to read what the staff was trying to say up there at the end.
Yeah. So we will definitely see you next Thursday.
Next Thursday at 8:00 p.m. Days will be, I'll have to fill in my time now.
Yeah.
On the daytime on Thursday, but I'm sure I can fill it in.
We'll figure it out.
But yeah, so we'll see you next Thursday night at 8:00. 8 Eastern Standard Time.
Absolutely.
Again, we're changing our time from 2:00 on Thursdays to 8:00 p.m. on Thursday nights.
Thank you.
See you then.
All right.
Signing up for Fathers Forever University is simple. With just a few easy steps, you can get on the right track to being a better father today. Visit www.fathersforeveruniversity.com and select Self-Registration or Agency Referral at the bottom of the page. Click Register Now, complete the information form thoroughly and submit it. It's that easy. Once you've submitted, you will receive a series of 4 emails from our founder, Glen Warren, and the Fathers Forever University team. The first, a welcome email from our founder complete with class times and our homework policy. The second, our class syllabus, which outlines everything you'll go over during the 12-week course. The third, account details for the class portal complete with your login details that you'll need to access the modules and homework assignments. And lastly, a login link that you can use to change your password and get started. Once you log in, download the Zoom app on your phone or computer and use it to log into the weekly live classes using the link sent via email. And that's it, you're officially enrolled in the #1 course to promote responsible fatherhood.